So in this video, I just want to give my wrap-up thoughts on creeping horror. 4 films which I found to be all pretty great. Some were fantastic, but none of them I was disappointed with. I enjoyed all the films here. Now, Eureka have released many multiple film box sets, collections, and I would say this is amongst the very best that they have done. And I wanted to run through the 4 movies, kind of rank them and what I thought was the best to what I thought was my least favourite. But saying that, I really enjoyed all of these movies. So for me, my number 1 in this set would be Murders in the Zoo. Well, it lives up to the title. For starters, it was bleak, it was dark, it took some real chances and did some things that I really thought were quite bold at the time. Some of the murders are, yeah, kind of gruesome for the time. There's one thing that's the comedic PR man that I feel detracts a little bit, but for my sensibilities, this was pretty great. Number 2 on my list would be House of Horrors, which I feel is probably the better movie out of the set, and at any given day would be my number 1, but it was such a terrific film, full of wonderful characters, a great antagonist with the creeper, such a unique look and style and threatening behaviour. It was just wonderful. Number 3 would probably be Horror Island for me. I found it to be really kind of unusual. Because it's all about a horror island, it takes half an hour to get there, half the movie. You get this wonderful introduction of all the characters, and it plays like a kind of comedic adventure movie, maybe slightly romantic as well, but all of that just built up the characters as we led towards outstanding kind of horror sequences later on. Very much tongue-in-cheek as well with the horror, but it had a great mystery at the heart of it. And probably finally for me would be Night Monster. Another one that I did enjoy. This one as well took a while to get started, but again, they used that time to let us introduce to the characters, to the situations, to how everybody clicked together, and then gave us some real death, murder, horror later on in the second half. It had a great location as well, and was just wonderful. Now I want to talk about the extras on these discs as well, which I didn't talk about during the individual movie reviews, so let's dive in and have a look at the extras on this disc. So here we are in the disc for Creeping Horror, disc 1. We have Murders in the Zoo and Night Monster on this disc. We have the film with English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. We both have a stills gallery on each film, which is fantastic, some great artwork there and production stills. We have a trailer for Night Monster, and then we have commentaries from some of the best people in the business for these kind of horror movies. On Murders in the Zoo, we have a commentary by Kevin Lyons and Jonathan Rigby, and on Night Monster we have Stephen Jones and Kim Newman. Here we are in disc 2 of the Creeping Horror set, which has Horror Island and House of Horrors. It's a similar setup to the first disc. We have the film with English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. We have trailers for both these films, and of course the wonderful stills gallery for both of these films. Again, we have the commentary by these 2 duos. Kevin Lyons and Jonathan Rigby do Horror Island, and Stephen Jones and Kim Newman do House of Horrors. In addition to that, on the limited edition, you get a slipcase, and you have a wonderful booklet which is 40 pages long, which has various essays talking about each of the films, their impact on the state of Universal at the time as the world dictates. Wonderful articles for a great package. So there we have it. Creeping Horror from Eureka. I think this was a outstanding release. 4 terrific movies. The value, when you look at movie for the cost, is terrific. One of the best box sets that they've released thus far. More like this would be welcome, because this was just terrific, and I would love to know, well, what was your favourite movie from this set if you've seen it? If you hadn't picked it up, are you going to pick it up? Have I swayed you? I hope I have, because it's a great release. Either way, let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this one. I can't wait to read what you have to say about this set. There's more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, the membership programme and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.